I'm basically a hands-on practitioner. Most of the things that I do with lymphatic, there are very few machines that can replicate. Until I discovered the Photon Genie. I had a time when my adrenals were pretty blown out from utilizing sugar in an improper manner. The Genie virtually saved my life. My PhD is in nutrition science. I was able to perceive from my personal experience and from the research that's been printed on the Genie, the effect that it has in various areas. Well, it worked like a charm. And so from that point on, I was not only convinced, I was an advocate. And I found ways to integrate the machine into my practice of nutrition and lymphatic massage.
I wasn't sleeping, which is usually when you burn your adrenals out, which is pretty common for most folks in America if they have any kind of stress in their life. The Photon Genie helped start providing some relief and helped, better night's rest, deeper sleep, and just wake up feeling more energy and more relaxed. It has a relaxing effect. It takes stress out.
I had one client come in. He had just come from the gym where he was working out doing Olympic weightlifting. His muscles were sore. I put him on a Genie for a half an hour. All of the muscular pain was gone. Again, I was convinced of the efficacy of the machine.
It's amazing. On top of all the other, side benefits, it helps. I've noticed since I've been using it, I haven't gotten sick as much, and if I do get sick, it doesn't last as long. One of my teeth had gotten infected, and it was a really, really bad infection, and it created a kind of like a bacteria pocket on the roof of my mouth. So after I'd gotten the root canal, and I still had a very large intrusion like on the roof of my mouth, which is, if anybody's ever had one, it's incredibly painful because you can't talk, you can't do anything because your tongue will hit it at the roof of your mouth. So it's incredibly painful. I had gone home, they put me on antibiotics, I'd taken those. I had actually been taking antibiotics even before I had gone to the dentist. Even 3 or 4 days after I had been using the antibiotics and everything, I still had the bubble on the roof of my mouth. So I got the 2 tubes, the white and the red tube, and I put them on my face, one right here and one right here, and I kind of rotated them around just in the general area where I had the infection. And as soon as I was done with my 30-minute session, I had stood up, and as soon as I stood up, I felt like a little drip on my nose, and I got up and I kind of got a tissue, and I just put the tissue up there, and I looked down and it was just yellow. And that night, the morning after that, I had woken up and there was probably a 75% reduction just in the size of the bubble on the roof of my mouth. Just the one little treatment had got it to go through my nose and all the way out. So it was great. I mean, all the antibiotics that I had been taking and the pain medication and everything like that didn't do anything, comparatively to the results I got after using, one session on the Genie.
I had another patient, an elderly lady, she's 84 years old. She had swelling in her ankles and knees. I gave her a series of lymphatics, and then on the 4th treatment, I put her on the Photon Genie. The next time she came in, her question to me was, does that machine do the same thing that you're doing? Yes, it works on the lymphatic system. It works on your immune system. And as a result, the swelling in her knees and ankles went down, and she prefers to do the machine. So she comes in once a week and does the Photon Genie and is getting excellent results. It's all energetic. It's merely a disharmony. That's why they call it dis-ease, because you're out of harmony, you're out of ease, and that's what happens, but it's based on energetics and frequency. cells break down and they're not oscillating in their right frequency, that's when disease starts to take over in the body. And because these machines are designed with a particular frequency, a particular modulation, it brings the cells back into their normal frequency.